It's HYLN video time, and this is one of those videos where you kind of go, look, but I can make no connection to it, which is an accurate assessment. But this kind of looks at a transaction that took place between an energy company and a customer who wanted power. They wanted electricity. And in the previous video, I kind of gave an example of a cryptocurrency miner. They asked ERCOT, can we have 40 gigawatts of power? And they said, we only can give you 9. So with that type of customer, what other options do you have? In this map, we have some weird looking smokestack, and next to substation 4 is a Bitcoin mining facility. It's mining imaginary coins on the internet, and it's literally parked in the backyard of this kind of weird looking smokestack thing. And more importantly, in the lower right hand corner, there is data center 1. And someone was very interested in the data center because this energy company, it went through a restructuring process where it put the data center up for sale, and someone wanted it. Now you can be asking yourself, what is that smokestack thing? It must be like a coal power plant. Close. It's actually a nuclear reactor power plant, and that is considered to be green energy. And the customer that bought that data center is AWS. AWS stands for Amazon Web Services. It's a subsidiary of Amazon. Amazon ships things to your doorstep within 1 to 2 days. AWS, it facilitates sending information to your eyes and ears in under a second, and they use data centers to do some of this. For example, if you're watching this video, it's coming from a data center somewhere. If you're in the United States, it's coming from a United States data center. If you're in Europe, it's coming from a data center in Europe. That's what they refer to as the cloud. AWS bought the data center for $650 million, and it wants to expand at this site that's right next to a nuclear reactor, assuming it gets the proper permitting. That's what the 2 superscript is on the first line item. And they want to, as they expand, they want to tap into the power source, which is that nuclear reactor. They don't have to worry about any congestion with if there's a peak demand or high demand, because they're right in its backyard, and they're going to ramp it up 120 megawatt increments over several years. And it has the option of 2 10-year extension periods, which are tied to nuclear license renewals. So it chose to find a data center that was up for sale that's also located extremely close to the power source. This nuclear reactor has 2 General Electric boiling water reactors. This company has something owned by General Electric, and it managed to exit bankruptcy in 2023. And the recent transaction with AWS will boost its cash flow. We have company A, which is that power company, it has something from General Electric, which are water boiling reactors, and it uses those to generate electricity. That's a prime power source for a data center. Amazon Web Services, they swoop in, they buy the data center for $650 million, and assuming that the permitting goes through, they'll pay for this prime power, which will gradually, they'll buy more of it over time because the data center is going to get bigger. Now we have Company B. Company B also has something from General Electric, a linear heat generator. It's going to use that to generate electricity. One of the use cases is prime power. And I can't draw any lines anywhere else, but we know one thing. For some reason, and I don't know why, a person came from Cummins that had experience with data centers, and they mysteriously appeared over at HYLN as the chief commercial officer. Here's another picture of the nuclear reactor, and that little white structure to the left of it is the data center. And you have to think to yourself, can this be done differently? Can that, I don't know, that nuclear reactor be shrunk down? It doesn't need to be that tall. It doesn't need to generate all that steam. It could probably use a different power source. And they don't have to actually buy a data center right next to it. They can buy a data center and then put the power that they need right next to it. Something to think about. And that's it for this video. And of course, thanks for watching.